Hey guys, this is Jim with His Nature Farm, and I want to welcome you back. I thought of something because we were starting off again and getting back into the swing of things. And one of my most popular videos was these RTA cabinets, these ready to assemble cabinets that you can get online. And a lot of folks watched it, and I get it. I know why, because I would do the same thing before I'm going to spend money on cabinets. Now, I want to show you what they've been like after 1 year, because it'd be good to know. Yes, what they were like to put together, but what is it like after a year? How did they function? Okay, so I want to show you them, but I want to have a caveat. These cabinets are installed in my in-laws' house, and they are not with a bunch of kids, and they are lightly used. That's just the application here. So if you have a house with a bunch of children and people opening up and slamming stuff, I'm not sure, but I will show you some of the weaknesses and some of the good things about it. And so let's take a look at it right now. Okay, if you remember, this is their house that we completed here about a year ago. And it's a really nice house. And I just want to show it to you. Here are the cabinets, as you could tell. We got the uppers, they're 42s. We have the lowers, we have the island. We put these really nice tops on them. We actually got these tops from Home Depot. They're actually fine. They've held up really well. Let me turn on the lights for you a minute here. Because as I said, I'm not going to turn around and I'm not going to do a lot of this. But I want to show you the cabinet. Let me just show you the tops real quick because I think it's something. They worked out really good. This live edge top. It's, I guess it's acacia wood. I guess that's how you pronounce it. They worked out well. But here are the cabinets. Okay, and there you go. You could kind of see something right away. Now, I just want to say they're kind of dirty a little bit because they are getting used. But I want you to see this right here. I didn't even know it was here. Okay, so let me show you. This is nothing major. It's actually just because the backside of these tracks move. Okay, so this is one of the drawbacks that I don't understand why they did this. Essentially, they're like a self-adjusting cabinet, if you will, where you can kind of twist the cabinet around. Now we haven't put the, I'm a little lazy, right? We haven't put the knobs on yet, but I want to show you this. I hope I could zoom out here and just show you. So you see the way that kind of shifts? And that's because the back of these things, and maybe I could show it to you. I don't think I can actually. Let me show you. I don't know if you could see in there. But you see that in there? It's kind of hard. I'm sorry about that. But they slide. Those glides, they move back and forth. I guess it's to kind of self-adjust. And the problem is they get off a little and they kind of will stick. They kind of will sometimes not close evenly. Particularly, of course, like me, I didn't put the handles on yet. And they kind of will close. They'll be a little uneven. So that's a drawback. That is not part of the assembly. Like they don't tell you. There's no way to affix them where it stops shifting. So in a large drawer, you're going to get a lot of that. It's not bad. It's a little annoying. But you see it here. You'll see it move back and forth. See kind of that? They're not coming loose. They're not falling off. But they shift around. And I guess it's because it allows it to, as I said, self-adjust. And once you do it, it's fine. It's even. But it does do that. Another thing is I want to show you how these are. And this is probably something you can fix. Okay. Do you see this right here? You got this finger joint. Kind of looks cool. People love finger joints, right? Problem is the finger joint is loose. And it doesn't tell you to glue it. Okay? My suggestion is you glue it together. So I was just following the directions. Now, I could have thought ahead and glued all these finger joints when I put it back in, but I didn't do it. And they'll kind of come. Now, I could fix this. I could drop some glue in there, and it'll be taken care of. So my recommendation is if you're going to get them, as you can see, these work pretty good. They're soft close, right? As you can see, they're okay, right? But know that they will pop. They can pop out. Those finger joints pop out. And to be honest, the entire drawer is finger jointed. I don't know if you could see back there. So even the back could come off. Now this is This doesn't come off, right? These are not glued either, but for some reason, this one is not coming off. You could say, well, if I hit it in further, maybe the bottom here doesn't pop out. You know, my point is it's probably best to glue them. Other than that, they've held up pretty good so far here. Like this one does not shift as much because it's a smaller drawer, so this doesn't really shift that much. These joints have held in pretty good. So they're pretty good. Now the doors work good. Let me open it up here if I would have. Oh, I'm sorry. It's the wrong way. Let me get it. So these held pretty well. No issue at all here. They close. They have a soft kind of close mechanism, which works fine. They held on really well. They're pretty standard, right? And here, let me show you here. I opened it up. Okay, these are drawers as well. These have the same slides as the regular drawers. Actually, these don't have the same slides. So these don't shift at all. These are metal. The other ones are plastic. And these work fine. I'm a big fan of drawers, not of just doors with a bunch of pots shoved in there. So they're more expensive, but they work better because you're not piling stuff on, and this just works out really well, these drawers. So that worked out really well. So I would suggest if you do it, you get the drawers, you could spend the money doing that, and these work fine. The big drawers are great. They hold big pots. I have old drawers here as well, like I mentioned to you, and these work fine. They really do work okay. The upper cabinets here, let's look at the Lazy Susan, or what would be a Lazy Susan, the corner cabinet here. The upper's obviously not a Lazy Susan. These work great, no issue at all. Very, very solid. They close well, they're quiet. These upper cabinets work great. There's no issue there. Haven't had anything even get loose. They have not gotten loose at all. And you could adjust the shelves. So these shelves are obviously adjustable, as in most cabinets. Now we just put some shelves here to just offset it a little bit, make it look nice. I got our hood and stuff like that. But yeah, so ultimately, what's my verdict on this? And what's my verdict on this? Well, I think that when you look at it, ultimately, I think this kitchen came out decent. It's definitely a budget kitchen, though, for sure. And so let me take a look at it. Yeah, so, it's a budget kitchen, as I said. I would say that ultimately you get what you pay for. And even though this is a budget kitchen, just the cabinets alone here, of what you see, just these cabinets alone, without the countertops, were almost 10 grand. So it's a lot of money compared to what you think, right? You think, well, you're going to save, but here's the honesty. I got a buddy who puts in kitchens. Some of his kitchens are 100 grand he puts in. $100,000 for a kitchen. Not me. Even if I had the money, not me. But the reality is 10 grand on compared to that is way less. So I'm not sure what KitchenAid and these other companies cost and these other brands cost. I'm sure it's way more than 10 grand for cabinets for a kitchen of this size. This is not a big kitchen, but it is what it is. So anyway, would I say they're bad or no? I would say that ultimately they're not bad, but then again, I don't have a bunch of 10-year-olds in my home, in this home at least. So I say, think about that as well. I could see these kids grabbing onto it, opening that drawer, trying to slam it, tugging on it, and it'll go crooked. And as far as I know, there's no way to fix that issue there, at least that I've saw in the construction of it. So anyway, let this be a good note for you if you're going to go out and get these RTAs. This is from the RTA company. I think it's called RTA Cabinets. I think that's what they're called. So it's from their company. I'm sure there's others out there. The biggest thing, just to recap, if you haven't seen the other video in a while, they take time to put together. They are not easy and not fast. They're easy, but they're not fast. They take a while. Each cabinet will take you easily an hour or so. Easy. Particularly if they're drawers, right? The basic ones are not that bad. Drawer cabinets, quite a lot of work. So just be prepared. So I balance all that out. Your time, the type of cabinet. They're made out of this. I think they're made out of MDF. I'm sure they are. But the backs and everything are solid plywood, which is pretty good. The doors are MDF, I'm sure. So they were pretty decent, if you remember that. So anyway, I wanted to give you this update. This is Jim from His Nature Farm. I hope your kitchen remodel or whatever you're doing goes well. God bless you. We'll talk to you next time. Thanks.